Hey guys, Sheila here from Mediavandals. Today is day 20 of my 100-day video challenge. I am 1/5 of the way through my challenge. And in today's video, I want to go back in time. In video number 2, I showed you what's known as the Big Five, which is a very simple framework for coming up with a ton of video or blog content that you can utilize to create a bunch of videos and blogs that will educate your clients and help you get more leads and sales in your business. How does creating content get you more leads and sales in your business? Well, the more content you create, the more videos, the more blog posts that talk about the industry you're in and show people how to do simple things like what I'm about to show you in this video, the more you become the authority in your business. In video 2, I showed you the Big Five framework to quickly find content ideas to create and push out. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you how to test those ideas to make sure that it's something that people actually want to read or consume or view. Because if you're pushing out a bunch of content that you think is great and nobody's watching it, then there's really no point. So right here on a sheet beside me, I have a few things that I wrote out in video number 2. And we're going to jump over onto my screen now. I'm just going to share this really quickly. I have Google and I have YouTube open. Now, one of the first questions that I came up with when we were doing the Big Five exercise is, what does a website cost? So now I want to test if that's something that people are actually searching for. So I don't want to waste time creating content on what does a website cost if nobody is going to read it. So we're going to start out in Google. And what we're going to do is, when you start typing in Google, it's going to show you a whole bunch of stuff that everybody else has been asking. Google is literally a database of every question and piece of content that anyone can think of and put online through the entire world. So we're going to start with what does, and you can see right here, it's starting to take all the questions that people ask that start with what does, and it's listing those because it's trying to guess what you're going to ask it. So we're going to do what does a website, and that's as far as we're going to go, because our question is, what does a website cost? So when we put in what does a website, the very first thing that comes up is, what does a website need? And the reason why that's the very first thing that comes up is because that is the most searched term at this point in time today while I'm shooting this video that people are searching. What does a website cost comes all the way down here in at number 7. So I know that if I am going to create a piece of content, I should do it on what does a website need, because that is the #1 searched term right now. So let's actually test this theory in YouTube as well. So YouTube is mostly video content, but it's also owned by Google, which means they are essentially a giant search engine of videos. So let's see if people are searching for video content based around this. So again, I'm going to put the what does a website, and I'm going to stop there because I want to see what comes up. Now I see in here that what does a website need also comes up as #1, but there is no search for what does a website cost in this top search listings. So I'm going to get rid of what does a website cost altogether, and I'm going to base my very first video on what does a website need. Now there's one more step I can take, to see exactly how much competition I have. If I click on this, I have a plugin installed in my browser called Vid Iq, and it is a free plugin. And as you can see, it's now that I've clicked on what does a website cost, it's giving me a whole bunch of analytics. It's telling me how many views there are, the average views, the average subscribers, how many in the last 7 days, the average age of the videos, and so on and so forth. And as we go down, we can see that the competition for what does a website need is very low, but the search volume is also very low. So if I scroll down here, I can see website checklist, 8 must-haves for a high-quality website, 28,000 views. It was made 2 years ago. Before that, there's one with 24,000 views that it's 8 years ago. And then GoDaddy made one. It has 158,000 views from 7 years ago. So looking at these videos, I can see there's not a lot of competition in this field because these videos are all 2 years or older, and the web has changed a lot in the last 2 years. So can I watch these videos and come up with something better based on web standards of today? Yes, I probably could. Do I want to? I'm not really sure, because while the competition is low and while I know that I can make better content than this, there's not a lot of search volume going on. So maybe I will create a blog post instead of a video, and I'll make that based upon what does a website need. Now let's try one more. So I have a question here that I came up with. Why is my website so slow? So let's start with, why is my website? Now, that's where I'm going to end, because why is my website is the main part of the question, and I want to know what people are searching for after that. Why is my website? So why is my website slow is showing up in position number 3. Why is my website not showing up in Google is number 1, and why is my website down is number 2. So I know why is my website slow is a question people are searching for, but I'm probably going to want to create some content about why is my website not showing up on Google, because as of this point in time of this video, that is the number 1 search question. So let's test that on YouTube as well. Why is my website? And in YouTube, I can see that why is my website not showing in Google search is also a very highly searched term. So we're just going to click on that, and we can see that the competition for why is my website not showing in Google search is very low, and the volume of searches is actually very high. So if I scroll down and take a look at the competition, we have something from a year ago with 11,000 views. We have 4 months ago with 2.9 thousand views. We have something from 4 years ago with 17,000 views. And we have another here 3 months ago with 3,000 and 2 years ago with 162,000. So I can see that people are searching, but I can also see that the competition is very low. I'm probably going to take about 20 minutes out of my day and watch these other videos and see how I can make a video answering that question, but better and more interesting than these guys. And then I'll probably put that video up, because I see that it's being searched in both Google and YouTube. I'm probably going to take that video and create a long form blog post as well. So I'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. First, I'll create the video, which will create a really nice packaged piece of content for me. While I'm shooting the video, once it's done, I'll also transcribe it, because Google has some transcription tools that are also free. So once I have the text from that transcription, I can open it and easily edit it into a long form blog post. And then I can post it to both my website and the video onto YouTube. So now I'm hitting 2 places. The search engines are picking up my blog post because I've got a text blog post of something that people are definitely searching. And I've got it in YouTube as well. So I'm getting content from that as well. When I have my video in YouTube, I'm going to end up sending that traffic back to my website by posing a question or posting a link to a free download or something in the description of my YouTube page. Now, there's one other thing that I wanted to show you before we end this video. Let's look up, why should I have a care plan? So when I type, why should I have a care plan into Google, it's going to show me what people are asking based around that search term, which also gives me a third way to come up with ideas for content based on actual facts and data of how people are searching in Google. So you can see this box, people also ask, and this is what you want to pay attention to, because this is Google saying something based on the terms that you've used. People are also asking stuff around that. So some of the things people are asking is, why is care plan so important? What does a care plan tell you? Why are care plans important in care homes? What is the importance of a care plan in aged care? Now, if I click on these, they will expand a little bit, but I can see that these care plans are actually based around nursing and care homes. So this is probably something I'm going to take off my list completely, because now I've realized that using the term care plan for website care, Google is going to get it confused with nursing care. There isn't a lot of search based on website care plans. So I probably don't want to waste my time trying to rank for it. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I'm just going to stop sharing my screen here. That is my tip for today. I hope you found this very helpful in creating your own content. I hope you learned a few things out of this. Let me know in the comments below if you're going to try it out. Let me know in the comments below how you decide how to come up with content for your blogging and videos. Let me know if you even come up with content, or if you just turn on the camera and start talking. Over the last 20 days, I've done that on some of my videos when I just didn't have the time to research, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we will see you back here tomorrow. Cheers.